Welcome to the Brassettes podcast. In this episode, I chat to Fiona Casewell, who is a brass peripatetic teacher for Durham Music Service. She's also conductor of Spennymoor town and youth bands, and she plays solo baritone for the EverReady band in Stanley, County Durham. Hope you enjoy our chat. Hello Fiona, how are you doing?
Hi Jo, I'm good, thank you.
Great to see you.
And you?
Yeah, thank you for joining us here on the podcast.
It's an absolute pleasure. What a triumph. Great.
Well, the thing is, I've been wanting you to come on for ages, and it's been that busy, hasn't it?
Yes.
I think there's been so much going on, and I can't everything.
It's a busy time for banding in the summer, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's not surprising, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you came to when we had our Brassettes bottomless brunch in January. You came.
I did.
And we had such a fantastic time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really lovely. It was nice to meet some people I didn't know, and it was nice to sort of get together and just chat about our common interest, I suppose, but also just everything, really. It was turned into it started off like brassy stuff, and then it just went into life in general, didn't it?
It was great, wasn't it? And I like to see how there was so many people just going just sat chatting in groups, and I just thought, how lovely, what a lovely thing, because you don't sometimes have time for that, do you? When you don't, because even at practice, you rush in, you play. Sometimes you don't even have time to stay for a drink, you're rushing off. Yeah. You know, so even with people in your own band, sometimes you don't have time. So it is nice, isn't it? I think in banding, it is always nice to make time, isn't it? Just to sit and just to see how people are doing, and it's the thing,
It's the glue that holds it all together, really. I think in many ways in bands, it's the music and the enjoyment of playing your instrument is one thing, but the friendship and the friends that you make for life, and sometimes that's the thing that holds it together, I think.
Exactly, because I helped Billsdale band out on Sunday, and they just rang us up on a day that was in, and I was like, yeah, I'll come along, right? And they're an unregistered band, but there's loads of them. There's loads of them, and they've got some good players, and they've got some really good arrangements of music. And oh my goodness, I really enjoyed it. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time because I was just sight reading, But everybody was so friendly, and they were saying, "Oh, just come up and have a practice now and again," But they were saying that they have cake and a cup of tea in the middle.
Yeah.
But that's lovely, isn't it? You've got some older people as well. Yeah. And I just think, people come from miles because it's right in the middle of nowhere. Billsdale is right up in the North Yorkshire Moors, middle of nowhere. So people, and I think that's it, isn't it? The social side of it. It was lovely. So
what that spells out, Jo, is that you've played at the highest level. You've played everywhere, done everything, but now at this point in your life, you're like, do you know what? That sounds great. Do you know what I mean? It sounds appealing, doesn't it?
It is, and do you know what? Right, that's what I've noticed. Right, since I've left, since I've left Fishburn, really, that I've been doing things in a very different way. And it's opened my eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's opened my eyes to it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing banding totally differently. But I'm loving it.
So I think that's the beauty of banding in a way, is that there is something there for everybody. So if you're that person who just wants to go and play in an unregistered band because it's fun and it's really nice and they have cake at halftime, that's brilliant. But then if you want to take it more seriously, there are bands like that for you, and playing at high levels and this, that, and the other. And I think that's the beauty of it, I think, Jo.
I think so, isn't it? And it's nice that we have this kind of community that we can, we can't just dip in and out when it's top level banding, because obviously you need to be on the ball, don't you?
It's a different game.
It's a different game. But the thing is, I think sometimes it's refreshing to see, because I've always played in the top section for 30 years, and then all of a sudden I'm not even registered with anybody. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those moments where you're like, it's weird. It's proper weird, but I'm fine now. But when I first did it, it was you're into the unknown, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. Nice.
But it is nice, isn't it? Yes, because you were conducting, aren't you? You were at Spennymoor.
Yes, so I've been at Spennymoor. I had to look this up actually before our conversation today because I'm sure Joe's going to ask me when did I start conducting at Spenny, and it was the end of 2017, so it's quite a long time now.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so it was how these things happen is a really strange one, isn't it? I didn't apply for a job or they didn't advertise, and it wasn't any of that. I just got approached by one of the management of Spenny because they'd seen me conducting a wind band at work at the county hall carol service, and they said, "Oh, she might be quite good," and I think she lives locally. So it was. I got a phone call saying, "Can you help the band out at Remembrance service?" Like service and parade, and can we have a chat with you afterwards?
Oh wow.
So I had no idea what was coming, and then so I just thought, well, why not? And it was very much like, let's see how it goes, and if it's not really the thing, then then we just all walk away. We're not making anything solid. Do you know what I mean? It was quite relaxed actually, and the conductor who had been taking the band wanted to play, so he was still there, and it was absolutely fine, and he's been a big supporter of mine because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, I've no idea. But that's been a really lovely relationship actually, because he's been like a mentor in the way. Is one of those
fantastic.
That's been a really nice thing for me, and like if I'm not sure how to approach something, I can just have a quiet word with him and he'll give an opinion and he just lets me get on with it. He would never chip in and be that sort of person. Do you know what I mean? So that's been brilliant. And so I started doing that and then realized that it was all like playing in a band and conducting was a bit much at the time. And then it was like, so I left EverReady. And because it was all just getting a bit too much, and I wasn't prepared for the work that it took. It was all a bit of a shock that how much work conducting takes, and it's not just the turning up; it's the prep and all that sort of stuff. So then I left in the Christmas of 2019, and of course we all know what happened in 2020. Everything stopped, so that was like, and then and then you really miss playing. So 5 years later, I've gone back to EverReady, as they're now called. And it's sort of like I just feel like a bit more prepared this time. And I've said to Spennymoor that I'll need a bit of support in terms of me not being there all the time. And I think this time it will work because I'm not trying to do everything.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. And as long as you've got plenty of support, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. And you're aware of that, then you won't you?
Yeah. And I think I sort of said to them, I said to Spennymoor, I said, we're doing really well and everything, but I just feel like I need to play again in order to re-energize myself, to sort of like have new ideas. Because I was just feeling a bit like, oh, I don't know what to, but playing again has really re-energized my conducting in a way, which is really great.
That's fantastic, because you've done really well with Spennymoor, haven't you?
We've done all right.
You've been the finals a few times, haven't you?
3 times, Joanne.
3 times to Cheltenham. 3 times. I was going to say I should have checked that first, but I knew you'd been quite a few times.
That's brilliant. The first time, was just incredible. So I'd started in the 2017, and then we won the area in 2018 in the 4th section, and the band, hadn't done anything for a long time, not been in the prizes for a long time at the area. Before I sort of started the job, I had a look at their record, and they were plumb last at the area for about 4 or 5 years. So it was a definite rebuild, and part of the conversation with me is because I teach in the area, to get kids in the band and try and re-energize the band. With just bums on seats basically, and so I just got a load of kids in that I teach and just like, well, they'll get better.
It is a young band, isn't it? There's some young
it still is quite a young band, really. I mean, Yeah.
Your front bench is very young.
Yeah, all female front
Oh,
bench.
female front bench, fantastic. And I'll have to have them on, Brassettes.
Yes.
Come on, that'd be lovely. I could
That'd
have
be
all
brilliant.
four
Yeah.
of them on.
Yeah. So
No.
my top girl, she's 20, and then her sister is
Oh,
17. Yeah, they're sisters. Lovely.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, really nice. And then and then we've got a few older heads at the bottom end of the front row, but still, you know,
No,
I
but
think in banding terms, you know, young people. So yeah, it's a nice mix, and it's sort of yeah, it's going
and
well.
it's a good team. And you've got the junior, the learner band as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so I took over the youth band maybe last year, I think, or the year before. But that's been good. But it just made sense because I'm a Peri teacher in the area, and you know, I've been trying to get kids to go, and actually it's really working well.
Really you can see it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really working well. And so that's my new pet project, if I'm being honest with you. Getting kids into banding.
Exactly, isn't it?
Because I think that's a real, in County Durham, I think we don't do that very well. So there has to be, there are youth bands around, but they're kind of, I don't think, you know, they're not all full. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got 20 odd going to mine, but you know, I would have double that, to be honest, you know. And we need that as a route in to getting into a band. And you know, I'm just banging the drum all the time that every one of you kids is going to join Spennymoor band.
Amazing.
And, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's starting to happen. With, I think we've had 2 or 3 come through. So yeah, it's but you have to look, it's a long game. You have to really look like years ahead in many ways, which is bonkers, isn't it?
But yeah, it is, yeah. But it's a thing that we've got to do. We've all got to do it.
We've got to do it better. I think banding has to take more responsibility in sort of getting kids into banding, because we all know there aren't as many players. But I know from my experience where I am, you know, I've taught, let's say 40% of the band that I conduct. So it works because that means, you know, that means that they came in on the back row and now they're working up and now they're top man. Do you know what I mean? So it works. But I think, you know, if I'm going to bang the drum about a certain subject, that would be it, because I don't think we're very good at it.
And keeping them interested as well, isn't it? Because there's so many distractions and so many, and the thing is, they just need to get in like with friends that are not interested, and it's not seemed cool. Then just, you know, that's another thing.
Exactly,
they can just drop it like that.
And that's the thing. I think we've got to get them. We've got to get them interested young.
Yeah,
and so they make. You know, we were talking about friendships. I'm sure that you've got friends that you have known for 30 years.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, because that's what we all started. We were all in North Skelton Junior Band.
Yeah.
And the contesting band became British Steel Teesside Band.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as we were, I mean, there was about 25 of us. I was 12 when I went there. Yeah. But like, it was amazing. And you know, when you're just like, oh my God, I love this. Because it was all different ages, and there was some of them were cool, and you had cars, and, you know, it was brilliant. Everybody looked after each other and went camping, and I think, and you grow up together. And you know what, right now I've got like my group, I've got Tees Component Bass.
Yeah.
I've got some of those players are back in it, are in.
Wow.
We've come full circle. We're back, you know what I mean? It's fantastic. It's like a family.
It is, and like you and myself, you know, actual family will be playing in the same group as you, I think. Is your brother playing?
Yeah, see Robin's there,
Yeah. So, and you know, my sister played. So as growing up, we I'm from the Midlands, and we went to Youth Brass 2000's first
did you? Yeah.
Rehearsal. Yeah. So we were the founder. It was actually, that started as the Gus Youth Band. And it was incredible, Joe, because it was the brainchild of this guy who was just absolutely like mad keen to get like a really, really good youth band. So they bussed people in from all over Northamptonshire. Yeah, no, minibuses were paid. Yeah, I mean, the money ran out pretty quickly and it sort of fizzled out a bit. And then it turned into Youth Brass 2000 after that. But it was just like and what I'm still friends with people from that time. And my sister played, and that was really nice. And that's still a thing that she still plays, and it's still a thing that cements our relationship in a way, because we've got it in common. We'll all always have that in common. And
exactly. And we know how it is to play, because sometimes you might need a bit of time off. Sometimes you might have stuff going on. And I just think in a band, you can support people so much just by being, can't you? The thing is, like, you sit next to people for maybe like, I don't know, like 10 years. You can sit next to somebody. You get to know them pretty well, don't you? Longer than that, Like look at Colin at EverReady,
It's been one of my life's pleasure to get to know Colin Dye, to be honest, and to sit next to him, and he's really good, and and now he comes to the youth band with his grandson, and I wasn't sure how he was going to cope actually with the sounds of the youth band, and because he's only ever played at like the top level for about 60 years. So he can't remember learning how to play. So that's, but with his grandson, he's just sort of like, he's totally into it. So when we went to the National Youth Championships, I made him get a sticker for his baritone case. Like, I've played at the National Youth Band Championships. At the grand old age of 17.
Oh, fantastic.
So, you do get to know people really well, and
then it's related,
and how they tick, and it
is, isn't it? And like the thing is, like, because obviously I used to play at EverReady, didn't I? So like I'm always like I like to see how the band are doing, and I'm absolutely buzzing for them at the moment, because you're going to the Open, aren't you?
I know.
Woo-hoo! Back in the Open.
Brilliant. It's good. It's really good, Joe. It definitely feels like that band, like I've rejoined after the area, so like after late March or whatever, and it was they're doing really interesting concerts. They're doing I'm in it now.
Part of the team now, back in.
And the band's playing well, and I don't know, there's a bit of, bands have this, don't they, like a momentum. And all the things seem to be dropping in the right place, and I don't know how it happens, I'm not sure, but
it's funny, isn't it? I always look back to like when we were in British Steel, and I was probably only there about 6-7 years until it. But the thing is, right, I look back and there was some of my happiest times in banding. And you know what, right? The band was so happy, and the band were absolutely like, wow, they were so good. And we just played so tight together. And what a team. And I just think that happens sometimes. And you just think, how does that magic suddenly just happen? But it is.
I went to a wedding, right, last Saturday. And we were talking, and it was the guy who got married, I used to play in a band with when I was a student in Huddersfield. And it was really nice because I played with Home Silver Band, which were like a first section band. And it was just the most fun I've ever had in a band. It was just hilarious, like unreal. So there was about 10 or 11 of us at his wedding, and we were like reminiscing and just talking about how much fun. It wasn't the best band I've ever played in, not at all. And there was some like, there were some really good players. Becky Lundberg played the first trombone.
Oh, Becky, wow,
she's an amazing player.
Amazing
player, and just some regular, like, Parpers too. But honestly, it was the most fun I've ever had in a band. And I was reminded of that last Saturday. And these people, it was just wonderful because I haven't seen them for about 20 years probably. And yeah, it was just incredible, Joe. And we were just so pleased to see each other because we just remembered that it was a time.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a real special time. And I don't know how it happened or why it worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
But just a combination of those people.
It's so strange, isn't it? How and when you get back together, nothing's changed.
No, I know.
Weird, isn't it? It's so weird.
Pick up where you left off.
You can just pick up exactly where you left off. I know because you've just mentioned Becky there, because I've got Becky and her sisters coming on the Brassettes.
Oh, brilliant.
That's just reminded me. I need to get the date sorted because we're going to do it in the holidays. Because they're doing fabulous things as well, aren't they? You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Leyburn Band and obviously Becky's Fairies.
Fairies, because we went to see Fairies on the Sunday night, the Acid Brass.
Brilliant.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely blew me away.
Yeah.
Just because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
The whole thing that they did, obviously it was Durham Music Week, wasn't it? Brass Week.
Yeah.
It was like the finale. But I'm not kidding, right? It was like, it started off and it was just like all the different bands kept coming in downstairs, all the house bands, you know, like the street bands. Yeah. And everybody was dancing. And then they came on. They didn't come on for ages though. So you're thinking, so it was building and building. And you're thinking, I was thinking, we'll probably be home by about 9:30. But no, it went on, you know, it was like on and on. It was amazing. And the depth of sound from the I really enjoyed it. So I've been listening honestly at work. You laugh. I've had that's what been on. I've had Acid Brass on every day at work because it's just people's coming and they're like, what you listening? I'm in the zone. So I think that's it. It's
but don't you think that's a really interesting point about modern banding? Right. So Fairies have obviously had this Acid Brass thing for a long time, but then you've got to be able to do contests. You've got to be able to do things with video, so like the Wallace and Gromit stuff. You've got to be able to do you've got to be so versatile. The modern band has to be able to do it all. And Spennymoor did a little bit of one of these brass festival concerts, and there were 3 street bands and us, and it was so I had to sort of get music specifically that would really suit that sort of thing, and I just thought, wow, we are. I mean, it was really good. It was really good, and I felt like we kind of kept up with the professional.
That's the thing, isn't it? We can
with
do
the
it.
Professionals.
We can do it, can't we?
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, see that?
And I think we have to also embrace the fact that people want to be entertained and want to be. It's not good enough to rock up and play, a march and a hymn anymore.
I know, that's it, isn't it? We have to totally for the audience, isn't it? A lot of it,
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
And I think you get such good following. Like we are getting a good following, and people are like, and then we're doing a more traditional concert.
Yeah.
At the theatre in Saltburn, and Andy Hall's conducting.
Brilliant.
So he's conducting that. So, and we've got my friend who I do some work for, she's a harp player, and her sister is a soprano, a singer. So they're coming as well. So they're going to do a turn as well.
Oh, lovely. Oh, nice.
So that'll be nice. So I'm thinking, it's trying to just do things a little bit differently, isn't it? Just think, right, what else, And I think that's it, isn't it? It's nice to. I think that's me. I've always got loads of energy, haven't I, Fiona? And I think I have,
well,
yeah. Well, I have, yeah. I always have far too much energy. So the thing is, it's good because that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my energy into doing these other things, Yeah. And it's nice to be able to do it, isn't it? I've got that.
Oh. Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. And it brings out your creative side. It brings out your, well, we don't have to just do X, Y, and Z. You can explore other things to do and other genres of music and this, that, and the other. And I think it's nice. That sounds really good, Joe. Yeah,
it's really nice. We've got our practice tonight, so hopefully because we were at the bandstand on Sunday, Saltburn Bandstand.
Oh, nice.
So nice, yeah. So Michael's conducting us for that one.
Yeah.
And we've got, everybody's there. I'm looking forward to it. But we've just got our new, I get so excited. We've just got our new stand banners delivered yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so
it's official. It's official.
I'm so excited to like use them on Sunday, you know.
Yeah.
So like they've just arrived. So it's like everything's come together. But it's like when you're starting something, isn't it? It's like, oh, we need this, and eventually we are getting there, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, that means you're official now, Jo. That's official. It can't not happen.
Absolutely, you know. So it's exciting. Yeah. So like going back then, how did you start playing then, Fiona? Were you at school or
no? So I've got an older sister, and she started at school.
Yeah.
And then we were lucky enough to live in a village with a village band.
Oh yeah.
So it was Gretton Silver Band. They're still a going concert. They're just obviously just like a little no contest, just is what it is. Just a little village band. But they were fantastic actually, and a bit like I was saying before, like the band had a youth band, I would describe it more as a learner group. So and then I had lessons at school, but then I kind of like went. So when I was at school, I was in school in the Midlands, and I went to Leicestershire School of Music on a Saturday morning. You know, the Saturday morning bands.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a brass band; it was a wind band. Oh. So I've done years and years and years of playing in a wind band on a Saturday morning, and do you know what, Jo? I loved it, absolutely loved it. And I had to play in bass clef and all that sort of stuff, and it was a really good. Like I had my banding on one side, but then I also had this like wind band life as well. And we go on tour every year, and it was just brilliant. And the band were really good, and this, that, and the other. And so it was fantastic. And when I went to university, I was one of the only euphonium players that could read bass clef and was all right with that. So it was like a real like, you know, string to my bow sort of thing. And then like ever since, it's been a really useful thing as a euphonium sort of person to be able to do and transpose and all that sort of stuff. It's just like when you learn it as a kid, it's so much easier.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's really hard
that's
to
a good skill to have though, isn't it? Dear me.
Yeah. So then I went to Youth Brass 2000, and Chris Jeans was the conductor, and he's still there, unbelievably. So like he is absolutely one of my banding heroes, because I just think that's hard work. It's hard work, and also the highest of expectation and standard and all that sort of thing. It was just expected, and I just learned so much there, you know, in those formative years. I was there from being about 12 to 18, 19 or whatever. And so it was brilliant. And then and he also conducted Forrester's band, which was a band based in Leicester. And so quite a lot of the youth brass players would sort of feed into Forrester's. So and they were a first section band, and like really good. We were doing like really, you know, challenging music, I suppose, like but in a different way to the youth band, because we were obviously doing test pieces and stuff that we didn't do quite a lot of in the youth band at the time. So that was brilliant. And then I went to uni and had lessons with Jeff Whittam. Jeff Whittam was just an absolute. Did you ever meet Jeff?
Do you know, I only met him once,
right?
Because he'd adjudicated a contest in Hartlepool, and he came and chatted to the band, because I think Paul Robinson was. So
they knew each other.
So they knew each other, but that's the only time. But
he was just an absolute. I mean, he was quite an old man by the time, you know, he gave me lessons and stuff. But he was, what a character! I mean, a brilliant guy. Knew a lot. And the funny thing about being at university was, obviously, you've got to do all these concertos and things like that, and that's fine. And he kind of accepted that as like he had to get us through all that. And then I was playing with Hepworth at the time, and I had to play Carnival Romaine, which has got a really massive euphonium solo in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to Jeff, I came into the lesson, said, Jeff, I've got to play Carnival Romaine. And no word of a lie, he would read the paper whilst you're warming up, you know, the sport or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he sort of like put his paper down and he went, right, let's get to work. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh,
so literally the paper went down, I breathed in to play the first note and he went, no. And it was just like, I went, no. And he just absolutely walked me through. And what I, you know, my naivety, I didn't realise that was the piece that Dyke won, you know, a million years ago, and he was playing Solo Youth, and it was his piece, and you know, and all that sort of stuff. And it was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. So that kind of experience and his stories about, about everybody really. He was a right gossip, but he was a wonderful teacher, and you know, was just so encouraging, and that was the best thing about him, really. You know, he was just in your corner, like wanting you to be the best. And
so where did you go to university then?
I went to Huddersfield Uni.
Did you go to Huddersfield? Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, everybody went to Huddersfield. I think. I feel like
because Kat went to Huddersfield as well.
Yeah, that's where I met Kat.
That's where you met Kat then. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. How fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's great. And you know, again, like the university band with obviously Philip McCann conducting was just
it's amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. And we did like before every area he would do like an area, I suppose, instructional thing for the lower sections. So we would learn all of the area pieces from fourth section up to first section. We didn't do the top section one, but we did fourth section up to first, and you know, and we just learn it really quickly. And you know, so there were some really good players in my year. So Andy Holmes was in my year.
Of course, Andy,
yeah. And Phil Rosier, you know Phil?
Phil Rosier,
yeah, he was in my year. Yeah, no, he's good. I saw him recently. Yeah, he's good.
Because he's conducting, isn't he?
Yeah, he conducts up in the Borders, I think, a Borders band.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, I've seen it for ages.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it is.
Yeah, so and Martin Armstrong. Do you remember
Martin Armstrong? Of course, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, what a player! What a player! Plus other people, you know, like brilliant people. But yeah, it was a brilliant time to go to university. I would say, and lifelong friends met there, and you know, I went away last week with some of the girls from uni. So you know, we're still all these years later, we're still
it is. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? It is. Yeah. Because I've just remembered there. I've also got Tina coming on soon.
Oh, well, there we go.
And there's another lifelong banding friend. You know what I mean? That's it, isn't it? And I messaged her the other day because I said I haven't even had a chance to get. The weeks have just been passing by, haven't they? And everybody's just that busy. So I'm going to try and catch up with her at the end of August. And we'll do a recording. We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
You know.
Good. Should be a good chat.
Because the thing is, like, it's funny, isn't it? Because like me and Tina have been good friends, but like we're all even like I probably were when I was at British Steel, was it? Oh no, I wasn't. I was at Langbar, and I always remember I was playing principal cornet for them, and she was playing principal cornet for Barnard Castle Band. And I think she was about 15, and obviously I was a bit older. I won't tell you how much I was a bit older. No, but we all got chatting in the bar, and then like that was it really. She became this friend, and then all of a sudden we were at British Steel. I'd joined them on fluor, and then she walks in the bandroom, and I'm like, oh,
there you go.
And there wasn't any. We didn't have Facebook or anything then, so like I'd not kept in touch with her. I didn't know what she was doing, and there she is, turns up at British Steel. So we became roomies. You know what I mean? It was lovely. We became friends straight away again, and then we went to Imps together. She came, you know, and then obviously to EverReady, and then she's back there again now. So it's funny, isn't it? How we have these, like, you know.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's amazing, isn't it? I love it. But
because friendships like that, you know, don't come around very often in your life, I don't think. And when they do, you know, you're so grateful for them, I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, I like it when because I think we all understand how busy everybody is. So we might even only see each other a few times a year. But we're, it's still the same. Doesn't matter, does it?
No,
matter. We'll have
not with friends like that, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. We'll have to get another Brassettes event organised, won't we?
I think so, yeah.
Honestly, because I tried to get one in the summer holidays, but that's totally was the wrong thing to do because everybody's away and everybody's got so much on.
Yeah.
So I'll have to try and just set a date, even if
you have to set a date way
in advance.
Like way in advance.
We might have to just have one like in January again.
Yeah. I think it could be the thing that we need in January.
Exactly.
To cheer us all up.
I might just do that. I might just like book one and just say, right, this is what
we'll just do it every January, Jo.
Every January, and at least like we can manage that.
We can.
It's so hard trying to get everybody together.
Oh, it's impossible.
It is because the thing is, we still need to because we do want to do a performance, don't we? Because with the Brassettes, because I've had so much interest because we've got one booked for next year in March, and we've got about 13 coming to that, where we're going to play in Teesside for International Women's Day. So that's quite.
When's that, Jo?
So I'll have to check the date, but it's in March.
Okay.
It's in March, but the thing is, it's a Monday afternoon, so it's quite tricky. I know, yeah, and that's why when I put it out and asked if people would like to do it, I thought, oh, this ain't going to happen. Monday afternoon, and it's not the holidays, but I did. I've got 13 ladies, which is amazing, isn't it?
Well, it is, and work life is not what it was, is it? Not everyone's tied to their desk.
That's it. So
9 to 5 anymore, are they? So
yeah, exactly, isn't it? So I've got that one in March, but I wouldn't have minded doing something just to try and get people together before the end of the year. Because you know how it is. We might as well try and we haven't got long left of this year.
Well, soon be Christmas, Jo.
Soon be Christmas. Oh God, it's been lovely chatting to you.
And you, Jo. It's nice to see you.
It's nice. I've enjoyed it because the thing is, we could chat for hours, couldn't we? I could.
Yeah.
And
I could, yeah.
Absolutely. And I think with banding and everything, there's so much going on. It's lovely to talk about it, and I just share everybody's stories. And not a drop of alcohol has been touched, has it?
I know. I'm not sure I've been this sober talking to you for a long time, Jo.
Thanks to Fiona for taking the time to chat to me for this episode of the Brassettes podcast, and thanks very much for listening. See you next time. The music you hear throughout the podcast is called the Tees Components March, written by our friend Andrew Champion and played by the brass ensemble Tees Components Brass.